Welcome back to Pixel Village, and I'm Radha Krishnan. We're going to talk about video this time for a change. Cinematographers for a very long time has been using camera movements to add more dynamism to their shot. They've been using tracks, they've been using cranes, they've been using zoom lenses, and in the recent years, they've been also using aerial shots to heighten a sense of emotion. According to the situations, they would use one of them very carefully to heighten that emotion, to reveal things, to hide things, to establish things in the scene. But DSLR-based digital filmmakers, like most of us, we use whatever that is available to us to create the movement in our scene. Ever since the gimbals and the drones became affordable and easily accessible and available in the country, we've been using it left, right, and center for whether it is needed or not needed, we would use it. But the cinematographer doesn't think like that. He has a very well-defined objective or reason why he chose to use a particular kind of movement. If you look at Hollywood movies, now most of the world look westwards towards Hollywood, depending on which part of the globe you are, but you look towards Hollywood to see the latest in movie making. Now, when you look at the way they make films, you will realize that even in their latest movies, they use their camera movements very selectively. They are particular. I mean, if something has to be done using a trolley, they use only a trolley, and crane only when it is required. But like I said in the beginning, we use them left, right, and center. Without an aerial shot, we can't open a movie, not even a wedding movie. But a serious cinematographer uses these movements very, very selectively. And predominantly in their movies, they use tracks. They start moving in. The zooming in went out of the window long time ago. It is used only by some documentary makers and wildlife filmmakers for obvious reasons. Now, coming to the trolley. Not that we digital filmmakers didn't know about the importance of the track movements, in our words, the slider movements. A good quality sliders were not really available in this country. Whatever was available was a cheap alternative. They would go out of shape and lose balance, and the camera will start wobbling in a few months of use. Well, we finally kept it all away. I personally used to own and use a couple of them. They all went out of shape very fast. So we all very conveniently embraced the 3-axis gimbal. Well, I always wanted to go back to the slider, but unfortunately a good quality, like I said earlier, was not available in this country. I came to know the existence of this brand while I was in Dubai about 3.5 years back for an exhibition, and I saw another way, a very, very interesting way of moving a camera on a track. And I realized that this bunch of guys are nothing short of mavericks. Well, they continued their invention and they kept on improvising on their products. And guess what? They were recently acquired by Viitech, one of the finest or the biggest camera grip and gear company in the world. Okay, let me not go on and on. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm talking about SYRP. Like I said, a bunch of mavericks from Auckland, New Zealand. So let's open this slider and see it. And we've not done this for a while. Let me see if it still works. Yes. This is the track or the slider from SYRP. They call it the Magic Carpet. This is the Magic Carpet 1000, which is the length of the slider. It's a 1 meter slider from Magic Carpet. Very well built. I mean, it's built like a gun, you know. I mean, some of the joints kind of, they kind of lock like some of these, you know, high quality guns. I've not used any, but I've seen it in movies, but yeah. Now let's put this slider into action, and you, like we always say, you figure out whether a slider is actually important for a dramatic camera movement and whether the gimbal can really substitute for this guy. Let's get into the action. Okay, so we have a mock cine style setup here just for you. The story is that this businessman, it's me, trying to work on his computer, trying to figure out some stuff, writes down some notes, and he receives this call, and the caller asks him to check his latest stock statement, and he realizes that he's actually gone bankrupt, kaput. So you see the trauma that he goes through, and subsequently the man is completely shattered, and he's like drinking away to glory, and he's kind of, you know, so the camera leaves him in that state. We're trying to attempt to shoot this using 3 setups. 1, using a gimbal. 2nd is a static camera, and 3rd is a camera that tracks towards him in various situations. Each one, though the situation is same, each camera movement will actually convey a different set of feelings to you. Take a look at it, and we'd like to know your comments. Okay? So let me get into the businessman's attire first. So the first thing is my trendy glass goes away, and is this okay?
Yes.
Let's get the cinematic lighting too.
Stand by.
Yeah.
Roll camera.
Rolling.
Sound.
Rolling.
Action.
Hello. Yeah. What? Hello? Yeah? What? Hello? Yeah? What? This one is a static camera shot on a tripod. Interesting, but not much drama there. This one is with the gimbal. It feels like there is one more person in that room. But that slow push in and push out with the the slider, actually elevated the emotion. Of course, you can pan, tilt, or shoulder mount the camera and walk to create movement. But the track has its own place in storytelling, be it in multi-million-dollar Hollywood movie or a no-budget digital film. Wish to learn photography? Visit pixelvillage.com and learn from some of the finest mentors that we have put together just for you. Oh, bye for now.